Yo, what is going on, guys? Matthew B. Haynes here, aka the Clock Master. I'm here with my mother.
Mommy Master.
We're here
Matthew, not
for the flag.
Okay. If you want to do something, can you change your voice up?
Season 4, episode 21.
Stop.
Ow! Man, we got 2 more episodes. God,
okay, this is the deal. If you want me to come back and sit down and watch your show together, change it for the next 2 episodes.
I cannot confirm.
And this after you're talking about zombies and you singing like one.
I cannot confirm nor deny whether I shall or shall not do what said example
but
was.
you'll get one of these.
Anyway, guys, we're ready to have the Flash, man. If you've been following us for the past couple weeks, you already know what we think, so we're not going to go too much into that right now, how we feel about the season. But if you're new to the channel and you want to know how we feel about the season so far, you can feel free to go back and check out our past reactions from Season 3 and Season 4 if you had that time, and you can get to know us better and stuff like that, and then subscribe. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe if you don't know us. Subscribe us. Go watch a couple of our videos, and if you like us, subscribe to us here on the channel if you like what we do. But where do we leave off? Oh, yeah, what's her face left the thinker. That was the highlight of the episode.
And
Dawn,
supposedly Dawn
Allen.
So let's get into it.
Hey, we'll get into it now. We'll stay most of the discussion for after the video. We just broke 23,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for that. Anyway, man, on the road to 30 and then 50K. Anyways, man, let's get into it. We'll talk about it later. She normally do. I got a call. Let's get into it now.
Couldn't stop thinking about DeVoe and his machine, and now that he has all of the satellites.
Journal Iris, I like to see this.
And not knowing is maddening, but at least I know what he's planned, right? But everyone else in the city, they are oblivious, which is why I decided that I need to write a piece about it.
An article?
Exposing every single detail of
You just wake up and you're drinking, I am brushing teeth and you're drinking tea.
If the city knew what he was up to, then maybe they could protect themselves, right? I really think this is exactly what we need.
Do you have any ibuprofen? Reading up on all this organic matter give me an organic migraine.
She's doing acupuncture?
Oh, acupuncture. Ever since I found out I still have a cryogenic anomaly in my DNA, I've been doing every medical avenue I can think of to get Killer Frost to emerge.
Amunet. She boxing? Of course she is not.
What I expected Amunet's hideout to look like. I might have made a few changes. Really was. I'm trying to get.
I'm gonna hurry up and finish it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Harry?
Might be a little weird, so.
The emotional.
Yeah, what's his concern?
Council of Heresies.
There you are.
Where does this go? Hey.
My motto, personally, for me, my motto, be kind. Rewind.
What?
Rewind.
They're still on VHS.
What?
Be kind, rewind.
Hello? Yes? Hello?
Who could read from
Never
Susan?
taste you.
Taste.
Never smell you. Until I do. And now, I'm hooked.
Saucy. And, what is this poem about?
Bread. Deep connection. Help you. Open your heart. Open your mind. Come on. Let's do this. Okay.
Let's do this.
What pencil you could find to write in such a small book?
Underground
So
club.
this store is just a storefront.
Gambling.
Gambling. See the gun sitting on the table there?
Damn. Somebody saw Molly's game.
Somebody saw Molly's game.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Not today.
She created a daggone boomerang.
We're here to fight. We need your help.
What tragic?
So will you work with us? Help us stop the boat.
That thing would have caught me for that sale.
Amunet?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so
I like her should turn my
on the
eyes.
one hand, I am more dictator than team player.
You're all sociopaths trying to conquer the world. Hey. What? Yeah.
Broken. So needy. And so I put that piece of tech on your head and nothing. It did not work on you.
So you decided to lie to me rather than tell me that?
But just because the spicer didn't technically work doesn't mean that the results were not the same.
How? That doesn't make any sense.
You're the doctor. You tell me.
It's a placebo.
You see?
I like her should slide down. Oh, no.
Okay. Just a bit time consuming to remove blood from metal.
Time consuming to remove blood from metal.
He about to get it.
What was he supposed to do with that? Oh, the venom.
Joe, the shards are in there. We can't let them get away.
Thing nasty.
She's gonna put on the full suit, isn't she? Because normally she has a bigger suit. Oh.
Like Norvalk, I must be on my way.
Where on earth is she going?
She's going away in her little metal thing. Her little metal tornado.
And she's gone.
I'm acting, and I don't have the one thing that I care most about. My wife. You guys need me to walk you through this? So this it's kind of complicated, but okay, I'll take you at your word. Actually, that took a lot. I mean, I'm gonna go have a nap.
Oh gosh.
Guy.
Well, we come up with that idea.
Yeah, I will fire up the side.
Yeah, but
Kiss me. Thank you.
This one's on me. I insist.
Nice. What did I do to deserve that?
That's for giving me the advice I needed, even when I didn't want to hear it.
Well, when you raise kids, you get used to giving advice.
So, I was convinced that that splicer technology was the key to getting killer for us back. But I was wrong. The splicer was just a placebo, and it tricked me into manifesting those somatic results that I wanted.
You learned that from Eminet.
I thought,
Iris, what's happening?
Barry,
What?
it's the city.
What?
I posted my article and they're responding.
What do you mean, they believed you?
More than that, they want to help. Look,
This guy says he saw Devil on 5th and Knoll 2 days ago.
yeah, and another guy on Crescent and 10th.
This is great. Iris, this means Devil can't hide from us anymore.
He going out to work because Marlee's
Hey,
not
this is
there.
the
See,
last time.
he walking all around the place.
That's why he wasn't acting.
He ain't got nothing to contain or to keep it going, and he ain't got nothing to abuse
Exactly.
and to use the powers on.
Because you notice, like, when, like, the first time in the flashback they showed, like, when Marlise was in Kenya, it shows that he lost control of her. I remember he was sweating and acting crazy because he lost control.
And start drinking.
Started drinking and acting crazy.
So she's right. He can't do nothing without she.
Yeah, he said, "You're nothing without me." I wonder where she went.
That's why I just got to ask that question.
I thought she was gonna go straight to King Flash.
Tonight wasn't that bad. It's building up. I think
Yeah, but you
today
see,
I was sitting down thinking that all the other shows were fillers because maybe the season maybe was done like 5-6 episodes ago, but they're trying to stretch it out for the season. So they had to put in things and prolong the catching
episode,
and prolong.
I don't know if you want to call this one a filler too, but it did nothing for me.
Well, it was interesting. It was interesting.
It was nice seeing Aminet in this way.
Well, not only Aminet.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying the things I liked. I mean, I'll just tell you this, right? Well, the things I personally liked, was seeing Aminet. The whole thing with the Killer Frost stuff. I'm very interested in that because unlike others, I actually do like Killer Frost. And then also I like that they got some development with as to of course seeing Iris being a journalist again, like that was cool to see, and also because Iris using her skills, and also seeing them get the little shrapnel thing from Aminet. Other than that, I didn't care about the rest of this episode.
Well, you're not be so dumb, but I think personally for me, this episode should have been like, since after Flash encountered the Vo,
yeah,
it should have been somewhere up there in between, and then you have the other two to end.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
that's where I think it should, because they show you all around everything. They show you them at home. They show you Iris writing. They show you Harry at his weak points, but then he realized that he actually have a heart. Those councils, oh gosh, they need help.
The first one was mean.
Yeah. It also shows that what's her name?
Marlies?
Not Marlies.
Aminet?
What's your name just gone for me? Just
Caitlin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it shows too that everything don't have to be fight with science, and I think the same thing is with Harry too. In some cases you gotta use your heart and like think. Tonight I think everybody were thinking. So that's what I'm saying. This episode should have pushed back a couple of episodes before and do it with all them fillers. Right? But I am fairly satisfied and pleased with tonight's episode. I didn't have to deal with no stupidness out of the way. The focus was on the Vo.
Not really.
Yeah, it was. Because you
not
can't...
Not really though. The focal
if
point...
you're a fighter, you cannot just go just because you're big and strong and go and fight. They have a time you have to sit down and strategize, and you have to sit down and plan, right? And sometimes they have fighters, they think, oh, that could be that's how most of these bullies just fall, not by you just ponging by them, but using their weaknesses. And with this, you have to sit down, and with Harry thinking, if he didn't like sit down and say use his heart and think like the Vo, now we understand why the man in attack and do what he had to do. You had to notice him slowing down. Something is missing.
The focal point, I think, was Norvok. Just trying to find the shrapnel and stuff. That was like the main part of the episode. They referenced the Vo a few times and like, okay, well, the main goal is the Vo. But for this episode, we're focusing on trying to get that shrapnel and Killer Frost. That was the two things that were really in this episode. Yeah,
you could say that too, but they still had to focus. So at least I ain't vexed like the weeks before, and it's just had me like blah. How many episodes more we got? 2 more? Alright, let me see what happened. It's still, in my opinion, not the best season. After the very, 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 very first Flash, I really thought it would have picked up and taken off from there, with how he ended with his beard, with the crazy writing, the letters, the formulas.
You're talking about the first episode.
Yeah. And DA, is what Harry Scott said, DA Cecile Horton with her reading people's minds. I thought all of this would have come together with Flash and the numbers and the funny language, and then seeing this girl writing the supposedly Dawn Allen writing these things. I thought it would have pick up from there. I didn't expect it to drop down. And I know even when he went in jail and all of that, those things were good.
The jail episodes were cool.
Yeah,
I like those.
Those were cool. It was cool for me because Goldberg being in there too.
Yeah, Goldberg.
But I thought after the warden died, it would have picked up, but it got
And the whole
subdued.
DeVoe body switching thing was starting to annoy me, which is why I'm glad that he's back. Sort of, glad that he's back as himself, sort of ish. But
Yeah, but that might even get Barry back on the CSI team, seeing that people noticing him in places. Because they're gonna want to know if this DeVoe was dead. How come he won't?
I ain't gonna want to work back there. I ain't gonna want to work
After
back
they
there
behave
after
so
they behave and
stupid.
treat me like I'm nothing. Why would I want to go back and work there with them people?
At least the people didn't have to shun him because it's not them that
Yeah.
technically gonna get it. They could have still remained friends with him.
No, they could have hired him back. It's just that the people weren't comfortable with him being around. That's why.
Stupid.
So why would I go back? Why would I want to go back and work there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
I was just saying, for me, I'm just tired of all bouncing around the bush and stuff. I just kind of want to get, like, you see how Black Lightning was a nice straight 13 episode, just like focused and like beginning and every episode. It probably had 2 fillers I can recall in Black Lightning, and everything just led up with each other and everything worked. But in this one right now with this Flash, everything, it's just 23 long episodes of just like,
it
honestly,
should have been more like a
maybe
15 episodes.
yeah, maybe like a 15 episode, like 8 out of those, like probably maybe 8 to 10 episodes. Honestly, half of this season, I would say probably 8 episodes were unnecessary. And I feel like, honestly, I could have went a whole week and not watched this episode. I could have went a whole week and not watched this episode, and then I'd be okay. Like, I could, honestly, I feel like I could have just skipped this episode, go to next week, or maybe even skip all these episodes and go to the finale and not miss anything. That's what I feel. Because just from watching this episode, honestly, mommy, the probably only, like I said, only 2 things you could take out from this: the weapon that they used to DeVoe and all that stuff. All the other stuff that's just bouncing around the bush. That and the whole the journalist thing. Because other than that, you can honestly really skip this episode and be fine. Yeah, but like I said, I honestly feel like you could just skip this episode and everybody would be okay.
We agree not to talk about the things. Just let's see. We said for the next 3. Just let's see how it goes. So just let's see how it goes.
No, but I'm trying to just talk about the show. I'm trying to talk about the episode. Yeah.
Well, I personally feel that this whole Flash season could have been a 15 episode season.
Yeah.
Because the other things that they had in between wasn't worth it for me.
Well, you know what? Like you said, you're right. You know what I mean? I don't want to take up too much time in this video complaining about stuff that we've complained about in the last 3 videos.
And there's no need to complain. We're just watching, at this point, is watching a show.
Yeah, so,
Tonight was favorably okay for me. Just like, okay. It was just like, hey.
meh. It was a mess.
So, I am not going to say, I thought I would have seen the Flash Girl tonight.
Yeah, that was
So, but let's see what happens. Maybe they're listening because remember they weren't showing the people private life, nobody outside.
They already filmed this already, long time.
That is me to listen to.
They already filmed this already, long time ago. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching our reaction. Like I said, not too much happened in this episode for us to react to, but we're just gonna post it up anyway because I know you guys are gonna be like, why didn't you post it? So I hope you enjoyed our reaction, whatever bits I was able to leave in that were at least slightly entertaining. But this is just more of a sit down and listen to what's going on type of episode and see where it's going. Make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy it, and if you didn't enjoy it and you don't want to subscribe, that's cool too. Just at least leave a like, that'd be great. For this channel as well, just leave a like. You don't have to subscribe, that's fine. And to everyone else who's...
I'll change your tune for next week.
Change the who?
Your tune.
What am I doing? What? Nah, that's not changing. That's not changing. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video. Clockmaster in.
Mommy Master.
Out.